Hello everybody, it's DurgaMata here and I'm right at the top of Thorpe Cloud Mountain. It's a grey winter day with the wind and the clouds. You can move the camera around and just show the whole view and everything around because it is so dramatic and beautiful up here. And go around there so you can see Kaya and Kai and the top of Thorpe Cloud, the craggy bit there. So why are we up here today? Well, it's the 3rd of January and it's the deadline for Shamash's mindfulness assessment project. So we've come here to video our mindfulness exercises. Now, what is mindfulness? That's the first question. So mindfulness is the universal human capacity to be aware of oneself, to be self-observant, to be actually in the moment and aware of where we are, what we're doing, what we're thinking and what we're feeling. We're aware of our emotions and we're also aware of the bodily sensations. And I can tell you the bodily sensations at the moment are cold wind, wet feet and happy heart because we made it here. So the exercise that I'm going to do today is all about reducing stress. So the first thing I want to introduce is a little bit about stress. Stress is what happens when we're in danger and we take action to get out of the trouble. And traditionally, when we were evolving, the dangers were mainly things like predators. So you had to get ready to run or fight. And it's called a fight or flight, and also one way to get away from danger was to freeze so that whatever the predator was, it might not see you. So the fight, flight and freeze is the response that we get when we're in danger. And there are two sides to our autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is what keeps us alive. It beats our heart and it does our breathing, digests our food without our having to think about it. And it's made of two things, and you can think of one as an accelerator and one as a brake. And the accelerator is all to do with action, and the rest and digest is to do with repairing and digesting what we've eaten. So the autonomic nervous system has these two sides, the action and the rest. And when you're in the stress response, the action is dominant and everything else stops working. Because when you're running away from an enemy or having a battle, you can't afford to have any distractions. And that's fine if your danger is physical and if it's temporary. But in our society today, most of our stress comes from things that aren't immediately physically dangerous. We haven't got to run away from them or fight them. And not only that, they recur very frequently. We might have problems with driving to work, or with a boss, or with all kinds of difficulties within family or neighbourhood. And as a result, the stress response can stay active much too long. And there are two hormones, adrenaline, which makes our heart race and our blood vessels swell open, and the other one is cortisol, which fills our body with energy and causes us to feel hungry and eat more than we normally would. And this can cause all sorts of trouble like heart attacks and strokes and obesity. So we need to learn how to get them under control. And the exercise I'm going to do uses breath. Now you think if you're in danger, how do you respond? You go, ah! You take a sharp inhale. And when the danger's over and everything's fine, you take a sigh of relief. So the inhale is associated with stimulating stress response, and the exhale is associated with rest and digest. And I'm having to smile because it's starting to rain a lot harder, and my poor friend who's holding my camera is going to freeze and shiver in a minute, which won't do any good to the quality of the video. So I'm going to have to finish it quite quick. Before we start the exercise, I want you to just have a little bit of a stretch. Stretch your fingers, shrug your shoulders, because you're going to be sitting still. And then you can sit, you can lie, or you can stand up. The posture you choose is up to you. Mindfulness is all to do with an attitude It's awareness with an attitude of kindness, compassion, and interest, curiosity. So we're going to get into that mood now. I want you to close your eyes if you feel like it, to help with your concentration, and just feel comfortable and relaxed in wherever you happen to be. And I want you to turn your attention to your breath. Just watch your inhale and your exhale. You don't have to make them stronger or slower. Just watch them. And then to stimulate the rest and digest and to turn down the volume of the stress, we're going to slow our breathing and we're going to make the exhale even slower than the inhale. And I'm going to count for 2 cycles, and then I want you to just follow your own rhythm as it's comfortable for you. So when you're ready, we will inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8 to stimulate the rest and digest, hold for 4. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 8, hold 4. Twice like that, and then the rest of the time you make your own rhythm before we finish the exercise. So inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 2, 3, 4. Now just return to watching your breath for another few moments. Relaxed, gentle breathing, making the exhale a little slower than the inhale. And if you want to take a little pause between the inhale and the exhale, and the exhale and the inhale, that's also very good. And this exercise actually does reduce our heart rate and lower our blood pressure. So anytime you find yourself feeling stressed, just stop for a few moments and do some conscious breathing and make the exhale slower than the inhale, and that will help a lot. Now to finish the exercise, I'd like you to just rub your hands together and hold them against your face. And remember, mindfulness is all about our attitude being kindly, compassionate, patient, and completely non-critical and non-judgmental. You will notice your mind slips sometimes. That's quite normal. Just bring it back to the exercise and persevere. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Thank you so much for joining me in this exercise at the top of this wonderful mountain in the middle of a rainstorm, and have a very happy 2022. Bye!